All right. Where am I? You can see it's the end of the year. I mean, I am. All right. So good news in the space, but also a bit of fun with it that I actually want to find because I really want to be. So I've hinted at now that FTX has fallen, and I put a video out there with a bit of a clickbaity title like Binance not safe or something. Now that FTX has fallen, it makes you think of all the others, right? It really does. Coinbase, Binance. So Binance has been on this. You know. Path of proving their reserves. They did an audit, an external audit. Again, I haven't looked at that audit, right? And even if I did, I wouldn't really know how to know if it's legit or not. But it shows that their holdings are over collateralized. Binance also has published their wallets of their holdings and all the rest. Usually if an auditor does do it, obviously if they sign off at it and anything goes wrong. Then their name is on the line. So let's just say Deloitte, for example, signs off on an audit, and they end up saying yes that this company does have enough collateral for all the holdings and deposits, and then it turns out that that's false. Deloitte can be very heavily sued and whatever, and have to pay out people. So I did see here that it was concluded by the South African business unit of the international audit firm Mazars. So I do know the company Mazars. I must be honest, I don't know them well. I know their name. I must be honest, whenever I see people using a South African company, I think to myself, why? Because, I think we all know that there's a lot of corruption in South Africa. So maybe they were able to pay. I'm
Yeah.
not saying they did. I'm just, as my skeptical hat is like, okay,
Bro, if
if
CZ and
anyone.
Binance are not fucking, if they don't have the liquidity, I don't even know what to say at this point. It's like if you're a
So,
centralized
so
exchange at all, like I just can't imagine. I don't know.
yeah,
Like
they're
everyone's
saying that
crashed. Like, how do
they.
you not have your shit together? Hey, look at that. Gary V copied me again. What's new? What's fucking
What's
new?
going on here?
Every single time.
So Gary,
Every single
I
fucking
saw
time. Same
that's
day, bro.
hilarious.
Isn't that
Dude,
he's watching me?
Gary V's came out first. You fucker,
I
I saw
swear to
it.
fucking God, he watches me. I swear to God, he watches me because
Well,
this is like the fifth time something weird like that's
that's
happened.
how I feel about Twitter coming out. Ooh, look how cool.
Yeah,
That's how I
baby.
feel about Twitter coming out with the different colored check marks when that was my comment. I even said it doesn't take a rocket scientist. I said it on the stream like a month ago, and all of a sudden, oh, we're doing. But what I'm looking for is why there's nothing of. Oh, there we go. Thank God. All right. Don't know how
Always.
he's tweeting in the middle of our show,
What you
guys.
mean?
In the middle of our show. But what I'm actually
Copy
looking for is
paste.
something that uh, what I'm actually looking for is something that I retweeted earlier. That's not great. Yeah, that's separate.
Hmm.
This from Mike Alfred over here. Okay, it falls onto this. So just to give a bit of context, Mike Alfred, someone I follow, so a big investor. He's on the
You're
board of
not
a lot of
following him.
companies. Huh?
You're a fraud.
Bro, it's like when you said I wasn't following you and I push follow. Sometimes when I'm doing my stuff, I unfollow things by mistake.
Wow.
Look, I saw his tweet earlier, bro, and retweeted it. How did I see it?
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. Okay. Uh, Here he says more than 70% of Binance reserves are in BNB, BUSD, and Tether. That's a literal disaster waiting to happen. What's going to light the match? So here he's saying current prices, maybe they over collateralized, but just like we saw with FTX's token, if something starts to fail, these two, which is almost 50% of his holding, are Binance's own coins. So
Yeah.
they can go to zero overnight. So that is concerning. And Tether at the moment's got a lot of FUD around it,
They do.
and not FUD like as if it doesn't deserve it. I haven't looked into it enough, but if you do have USDT, I would move it into USDC immediately. I really would.
Me too.
But take that out of it because that's not related to Binance. Here, they 54%, 50, almost 55% of their holding is in their own coins, bro.
If that's true, which I think it is, that's pretty fucked. because that's literally the exact same thing that happened with the FTT token.
Exactly, bro.
That's not good. And the thing is, like, when this all happened with FTX, I was like, there's no way CZ would do this unless he knew that he was good. And I'm worried that I can't, it would be hard for me to believe that they're not good if he was going to push forward and basically out FTX for the exact same thing. It just doesn't make any sense why he would bring attention to that if they're both doing it.
Yeah.
You know? So
I don't know. You know, these
I hope
guys,
it's not
it gets to them, Cade.
well, here's the
And it
thing: like
gets to
all
their,
the biggest, still even all the biggest
gets to their
YouTubers and
brain,
content
makes them
creators.
think,
Well, I know that, but like people
that
still
they're
stand by
untouchable.
Binance. People still stand by Binance, and like they're still a trusted exchange, even with all this shit that's been happening. A lot of
They
content
are.
creators still love Binance. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I
But,
don't know.
bro, rewind 2 months, there were a lot of content creators that swore by FTX, bro.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Like that was before everything fell apart. Now we're at a point where everyone's falling apart, and there's still people
No,
sticking by
Luna had
Binance.
fallen.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they had fallen before FTX and
Well, yeah, but
Voyager. And
well, if Tuna was, I mean,
so I'm saying,
if Luna was the first one, that was just
yeah,
one stable coin versus multiple exchanges falling apart. It's very different.
no, but the Luna, why the reason I'm saying the Tether Luna is because that led to the Three Arrows, which is an exchange.
Ah,
That led to what's that other one? Both of which FTX
Celsius.
bought, the Celsius. So yeah, I don't know. I'm saying just because people are punting, it doesn't mean they might very well think it's fine, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it is. So haven't we learned anything here? Bottom line is that if you've got your money on a centralized exchange, get it off and custody itself. Buy the new ledger that we showed you. Not sponsored by Ledger. Wish I was. Buy the new ledger, self custody your own, and that's it. Simple. Don't have it on exchanges. And if you need to convert real money into tokens, use an exchange as quickly as possible and get it the hell out of there. Don't hold it on exchanges. We need to learn this lesson, no matter what. And I think the chances of Binance falling are very, very slim, especially now that they've picked up a lot of market share from FTX. But there's a chance, bro. And
Yeah, so there's always a chance.
And it's actually really a good segue into this next one, and then we're going to get on to questions. So this is the last one, but this is a perfect segue. So this is really